Good day, sexy Tyler. LA Beast here, and today I've received a message from your awesome supercalifragilistic expialidocious wife Alicia, who feels that you are 100% absolutely a stud muffin. Oh, and I'm here today, good sir, to wish you a very happy 30th birthday, now as you're turning 3 decades old on Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. Tyler, to where, you know what, are you as sexy as I was when I was 3 years old on Christmas? Probably not. You know what? I'll give it to you. But you know what? There, my parents gave me a sweet bowl cut, and then like when I was in college, here I was, with the same exact helmet haircut. And on this specific day, I threw my friend's deck chairs into a bonfire, to where that guy does my taxes every year. So did that have anything to do with anything? I don't know, but I do know this: you are 30 years old. And I have some examples here of things that I was doing when I was 30. And you know what? I forgot to mention that this message is also from Captain Cuddles and Mischief. You're annoying yet lovable cats. And you know what? I don't have any photos of me holding any cats because I never had a cat growing up as a kid. My family never had a dog. But here we are, sexy Tyler and Alicia. I was holding a sloth back in 2015. And you know what? Would I get a baby sloth? Probably not, because I'm pretty sure you have to do special things to take care of them, and I can barely take care of myself. Specifically, we'll get into business here. Here it was back in 1999. And the reason why I have ice bags, Tyler, on my legs is because I accidentally stepped on a bee's nest while hitting golf balls in my parents' backyard. And from that point on, I was terrified of bees all the way up until I turned 3 decades old, 30 myself, back in 2014, and I convinced this guy, David the Beekeeper, to put thousands of bees on my head while I tried to drink a gallon of honey. I threw up the majority of a gallon of honey with thousands of bees on my head when I was 30, and somehow, some way, that was filmed in California. I was on the Channel 12 News in Long Island, New York, when I was 30 years old for doing so. As a 30-year-old man, Tyler, I slept on the bathroom floor. Why? Because here I was in the middle of a gastric exorcism. After for 2 hours, I wolfed down a 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears. And yes, 100%, even just a small, tiny little handful of these, if you ever need to lose 10 to 15 pounds. Eating sugar-free gummy bears, because they're made with a laxative ingredient, will help you lose weight. I plowed through a door for the first time when I was 30 years old back in 2014. And the one thing I could definitely suggest to you, Tyler, exactly, like this whole region, it's not an accident. You're a sexy guy. If you do have a beard, specifically after running through a door, do not ever super glue your hand to your face, because you may rip off half of your beard. And the next day I had to go to my sister's college graduation, to where I looked foolish in all of the family photos. I look foolish here when I voluntarily put a year's supply of gum into my hair at 30 years of age. But in the process, I learned they said like peanut butter, olive oil would get it out. I realized that probably about 6 applications of like heavy-duty olive oil will get a year's supply of gum out of your hair, eyebrows, and beard. Good sir. And fair enough. Fair. Alicia has also asked me quite possibly to talk about maybe one of the more difficult challenges or the worst challenges that I've ever done. And as of August 7th, 2021, I've been on YouTube for 11 years, and I've done 50-mile race with 4,000 feet of elevation in the mountains. And I learned that the pain of climbing mountains is only temporary, because eventually you're going to make it to the peak. And then like you use your momentum on the way down. I've ridden 2,200-pound rodeo bulls. I've eaten all the spiciest peppers in the world, but I would say one of the most mentally and physically grueling activities that I've done, sexy Tyler, was walking the farthest distance barefoot on Lego bricks, as you can see right there. And I only had enough money to buy 10 feet of Legos, to where I had to walk back and forth 1,275 times. It took me roughly like 3.5 hours to do so. 2.414 miles, and I barely beat this guy's record. And the next day, the guy attempted the record and beat the record back. But I could not walk for a week. No, I wanted to like step off the course about 9 different times. I wanted to give up and quit. But the two reasons why I did not quit on this day is the man whose record, Sonny Molina, that I broke. He attempted this record in honor of his late father who had passed away. And my dad was sitting there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was like checking off each of the laps. And I was like, you know what? I was like, my dad is still here. Like, you're not quitting. No, and then like the EMT brought his 2 young sons. And like the EMT is like, what he's doing right now, nobody else in the world is doing. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't let these kids down. So by far, the most mentally, physically grueling thing was that. But also I would definitely say, speaking of running through doors, I tried to see how many doors I could plow through in a 10-minute period. And I had to build an outdoor door frame because I would totally ruin this antique house that I live in. But just for me to even break through to get to this point, probably full speed with all of my energy and might, 25, 30 different times before like I wasn't actually expecting to plow through. And thank God I had a helmet on because like I fell forward and like slammed my head on the ground. No, but yes, running through doors, multiple, in a 10-minute period, Sexy Tyler, is definitely not an easy task. So heck yeah, you know what? I appreciate you very much. You are 30 years old. You are an old man. Just remember this: during stressful times, always remember to breathe. Quite possibly do some robot dance. And as long as you have your bearings straight, good sir, I have no doubt that not only you, Tyler, but Alicia as well, together as one, will kick ass and take names here in your new year of life. And just know this. As an old man for being 30, I'm not sure if you go to the gym or whatnot, but eventually, the only exercise that you're going to get is mowing the lawn. And you know what? I just made a bold statement there. I don't know. Maybe this is not going to be the only exercise you get the older that you get. But for me, I enjoy drinking beers while exercising. I feel that because I live on almost a half an acre of land, mowing the lawn with a single lawnmower like that, yes, it's great exercise. So what I'm going to do, Alicia has asked quite possibly if I could do a challenge. I will try. Even though this is rude and gross, I'm going to try and burp happy birthday to you. And the alphabet backwards in the same burp, which is ZYX, WVUTSRQPONMLKJH, GFADCBA. After cheersing to you with this mini cup of beer that I have, cheers, good sir. Stay sexy, my friend. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, Tyler, happy birthday to you, ZYX, not even close. That wasn't even close. It was a pathetic effort, but you know what? Have I done that in a while? No. And excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. So I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to say this. We're going to wrap it up here. Happy birthday. I appreciate you very much. I will never, ever stop creating YouTube videos. I feel like I'm going to throw up here. I'm never going to stop creating... Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, Tyler, happy birthday to you. Okay, not even close. You know what? Happy birthday. We got that out of the way. I will never stop creating YouTube videos, no matter what, so stay tuned. Appreciate you very much, and I hope that your annoying yet lovable cats will one day just become lovable cats. Even though quite possibly one of them is named Mischief. So, on that note, much love to you, to Alicia. I appreciate you both. It's the LA Beast. I totally failed. Then that's okay. Because I'm going to keep on going. Have a good day. What did I just say?